Welcome back everybody. So today we'll take a look at the Movo phone video kit, and not sure why it's 2, haven't seen version 1 out I guess, but I was looking at some microphones the other day and I came across this kit, right? And it says it's obviously for the phones and it works apparently with iPhone and everything, right? So and it was relatively cheap. It's about $145, but what kind of I liked about it, right, that the microphone is wireless, so it does have a transmitter and a receiver here, and we'll open it up. I've already had a quick look at it, so I know exactly what to expect, but what I'll do is I'll go through what's in the box and how to connect it to iPhone, because I've noticed there's occasional question popping up as to how do you actually connect that kit to the iPhone. Okay, so let's get started. So obviously the box is quite basic, right? But inside, if we open it, right, it actually comes with a nice little pack, right? And the whole kit is in this pack, right? So it's actually a good carry-on pack. It's well made, so not just microphone, but you can carry other stuff in there as well. So what's actually in the box, right? We had the instruction manual, which came in the original box, wasn't here, right? So I nearly missed it first time. So it has all your basic setup instructions, etc. Right? I didn't actually look through it. I think it's probably quite straightforward to set it up. So in the kit itself, you have remote Bluetooth on-off button, right? So you can turn on off the phone when it's out of reach, right? So you can either do photos or start the video recording. So you have one audio cable. I'm actually not sure what it's for, but I'll get to this one a bit later, right? You have a light, right? It's a USB charged light, so it's quite light. So you can see it's bright, and it has three bright levels, right? So that's the brightest, medium, and low, right? And it's actually feels quite good. It looks well made. Not sure how long it lasts. It does take a USB charger, right? It has a Viper. It has the microphone cover. I thought I actually was missing it. It has some kind of a connector, not sure what this is for yet, right? And then we'll get to the meaty part. So it has obviously the holder, right? So you plug the phone in here, and it has a number of connectors here and here, right? So you add attachments additionally, right? So that's a grip. Obviously you shoot when holding it, but what you can do is simply take it off and put something like a tripod or something. So what I'm actually using quite often is this one, and now I can attach it to here, right? And I'll have a tripod with the whole setup. And obviously we have the receiver box, and it takes one AA battery in here. We have the transmitter box, right, and they paired by Bluetooth. So to pair them on, what you do is you turn both of them on, right, and then you press and hold volume buttons, right, and you will see they will flash. Yep, and now they're paired. And then you have a connector. You have your microphone. You have your connecting brackets, and I'll get to that. You have another cable, and you have the microphone little plug to connect, to hold it on your shirt or t-shirt. Right, so that's all in the box. So let's get it all connected and set up, right? Because I did make a mistake when I did it first time. So we'll take a transmitter first, right? And we'll connect the microphone into the microphone plug here, right? So you can see the microphone plug. So you just plug it in, right? So that's now connected. Now, you take the receiver, and what happened initially, I used this cable, right? And this, if you get the same kit, right, you will notice one cable, one audio cable is completely unmarked, right? So, and when I used this cable, it actually didn't work. So I'm not sure what this cable for, but I will keep it aside. Then there is a second cable, right? And on this cable, you will actually see it says here microphone, and on this part it says smartphone. So you take the microphone part and plug it into line out here, right? So now it's connected. Now, obviously the new, or up to latest release of iPhone, they don't take the 3mm jack, right? So, but normally they do come with this is a converter, so it goes from 3mm to the iPhone Lightning plug, right? So what you do is you connect it, and you get this, right? And now the last part is you just take it and plug it into iPhone, and as simple as that. There is no message on the phone, so you won't get any message that it's working or not. The only way to try it, and what I did, I ran some tests, right, is to go into voice memos and basically just run a okay, and basically just allow it to run and test it, right? So there's actually no notification on the iPhone that it is working or not. So that's a setup. What else we have, right? So you have this one, and this one comes with an adjuster, so you have a wheel here, right? And you just, if you want to plug in an iPhone, just open it up quite wide, and then iPhone basically a bit more, right? And then the iPhone just sits in there, right? And you just turn it up, right? And that's, here you go, that's your setup, right? And then what else you can do, you can take one of those, right? So you break it, take it, put it up, you spin the top wheel up, and just lock it in place so it's tight. Yep. So it sits here, right? Well, that's your basic setup. Then you add the light here. Alright, so you've got your microphone. Then what you do is you somehow unplug this one. Let's see. Interesting. Okay, so it should come out this way. Yep, so it's off. And what you can do is you take this one in, right? Then you put it on top here. You tighten it up, and you connect it to the iPhone. And here you go, your rig is ready to go. And then you can either have your handle and just tighten up and walk around with it, or if you're doing something steady, you use the tripod. It doesn't come with the device, and you just screw it in, and here is your rig. So it's relatively simple. I didn't have to follow the instructions. One mistake I did make, I used this unmarked cable first, and it just didn't work with the iPhone. But otherwise, it seems like a steady, well-built, kit. Works well. I'm gonna do some tests with the microphones. I haven't done it yet, so I'll do a distance test, and I do some testing. I'll do some testing outside to see how it works. But otherwise, I think for 145, 150 bucks, it's a very decent piece of equipment, and you know, if you're making YouTube videos or any other videos, I think you know, it's something you should consider getting. It will make your life easier. Well, if you like this video, give us a like, hit subscribe, and thank you for watching, and we'll see you soon again. Have a good day.